All right, Nick Archibald from the Top 40 on 5. How you doing? Hope you're doing a whatever. What are you doing? Why am I saying words? This is why we don't intro things at 5 Unscripted. Also, this is not a 5 Unscripted, so I'm going to start again.
We living it up, but it all falls down when I'm taking my chances. The wheels, they're falling off again.
Hey, Nick Archibald from the Top 40 on 5 here, sitting with two of the most incredible humans. Not just
Athletes.
DJs, not just athletes, not just DJs performing around the world, not just incredible producers, not just 5FM presenters, but they also could be models.
with our new
The
silver
Cassim
hair.
brothers, yeah.
Silver hair.
So before we even get into the story behind one of my favorite tracks of yours, why the hair? What happened?
My now wife has been asking me to do this for over a year.
She asked you to do it.
She's been begging me for maybe 2 years to
Wow.
please dye my hair blonde.
Okay.
And I haven't been brave enough. So then we got married and I was like, okay, now I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. I don't care.
So I said to Oz, if I do it, you do it with me.
Well, I saw.
Were you happy about that?
I saw Zayn Malik do it a while ago,
Ooh.
and I was like, "That is sick," but I'm so scared. Like, what if it just looks terrible?
No.
And then we chatted about it a little bit, quite a while ago actually, initially, and then we kind of forgot about it. Then we were gonna do it before our ADE show, and then we were like, no, but what if it looks horrible? And now we're stuck in Amsterdam with this
Terrible
whatever
hair,
cheese hair.
Yeah.
Cheese hair. Wow.
And
that's a stretch.
but yeah, then we bit the silver bullet,
Nice.
and now we're here.
We got back.
Nice.
I'd come from a 5FM
You had a
meeting.
bee in your bonnet.
So I phoned Oz. I said, I'm going to go do it now. He said, you crazy. I said, I'm
Watch.
doing it now. You're in or you out? Phoned me back like 5 minutes later. He's like, I'm in. And he came and met me.
Oh, yeah. Nice. So we're not talking about that, but I love it. Love that for you. Back to music. So you have a brand new song. It's been doing so well in the Top 40 and 5, sort of debuted end of 2023 into 2024. One of those summer songs. We were saying this off air. Livin It Up featuring Matt Davies is like the most 5FM song ever. How does it feel? Come on. Talk to me.
We'll
Feels
make it for you,
amazing.
man.
Yes. Just for my show. Just
Just
the
for
Top
your
40s.
show.
It's got that summer 5FM December vibe.
Yeah.
We're ready to party. Everyone's on holiday, and the name speaks for itself.
No, it's so good. It's so good. Tell me, before we even get into the vocals from Matt Davies' side, how does your guys' process work from when you create a song? Is there a sound in mind? Is there like I don't know, like some people are crazy, like they knock a table, they're like, oh, that's a C sharp. I'm gonna put the table knock in. You know? Is that how does your guys' process work?
So I think with why Cinimin works so well is we've got these two musical people that have different brains.
Who are those people?
Carl and Austin.
I'm joking.
So Austin, we know, is the engineer behind our music. He sits down for hours a day and he writes and he does what he needs to do. But when we have an idea in our head, so we'll sit down and be like, we like what Medusa's done with that track. Let's put some Cinimin on top of that. And that's how it goes.
Yeah, I'd say we're very, very unorthodox. I think every time we've sat down and said, okay, dude, Tuesday, 1 p.m. studio session.
Doesn't work.
We never ever make anything.
Yeah.
It's always the most random times, the most random 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So the studio is located at my place, and I'll call Carl this random time, like, dude, I have this idea. What do you think of this? And he'll be like, yeah, remember this track I played you this weekend? And he'll send me something. And then we'll bounce it off of that. And it's just very unorthodox.
I think the best part of us is like, when we say unorthodox, we don't make music because we're making music for no reason. All our tracks have certain ideas behind them. Like The Forest, we made for a certain party. The Story was made for Ultra.
Yeah.
Living It Up is made for summer. Like,
Yeah.
we don't just make music. Every single song
Yeah.
is for a certain party or for a concept. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally almost every one of our biggest tracks was made. If we had time, we could sit down and go through every event that every song was made for.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a future, the story behind. Just so you know, I'll come to your house.
extended cut.
You said you made this song specifically for summer. what I've picked up when it comes to Cinimin and when it comes to music, I mean, I've been on the chart show for 3 years. I've had a couple of your guys' tracks in and out, heat seeking, whatever the case may be. You are quite selective in how you create singles, particularly radio singles.
Yeah.
Because you guys release constantly, pretty much throughout the
A lot
year.
of club music.
But when it comes to radio singles, so why this track for radio specifically? Yes, summer, but radio specifically, why this track?
Well, with Living It Up, it actually has quite a backstory. Now, I'm not sure if anybody knows this, but the song is about 3 years old.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I
about
didn't know
3
that.
years
Written
old.
long ago.
It was
Put into the
written-
archives.
Yeah, it was written in COVID. Funny story. AI started coming around 2020, where you were able to isolate vocals from almost any track.
Yes.
And we found this tool, and we were able to get the a cappella from a Sonny Fodera track. And we're like, oh, let's remix it. Let's do something with that.
Okay.
Ended up writing this whole other track, and we were like, wow, this is really cool. This is a really great track. It's going to be a waste if we just slap somebody else's vocals on it.
Yeah.
Let's make it an original. And for 3 years, we've tried so many artists. We've sent it to A, B, and C, and all three of them were like, we've tried, but it's not good enough.
It's not working.
It's
Yeah.
not working. And then we met Matt, and before we get into the whole story, long story short, he killed it on the first go.
Wow.
Boom.
Done.
First voice note.
Convinced.
He sent me a voice note on like a Saturday night. And he's like, what do you guys think of this? I sent it to Carl. And we
I
both
literally
were
just
like,
got
dude.
chills.
Yeah, we were like,
that's
this
so
is
cool.
the one.
We were like, dude, can you get into studio this week and record this? And he was like, yeah, done.
So how did you meet Matt? I mean, Matt's been like I've had him on this show actually a couple of times. Like their songs, he does a lot of music with Tim Lewis and stuff. So they've sort of ebbed
So
and
we
flowed.
weren't really familiar with Matt Davies, to be that honest.
We'd actually never heard of him
Yeah,
before.
we hadn't
that
known
night.
him.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't know him, but we knew Tim Lewis.
Yeah.
And they played before us at Splashy in, where's Splashy? Just outside Durban.
It's like, yeah, call it
Drakensberg.
KwaZulu-Natal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Splashy's a massive festival.
Yeah.
And I said to Ost, this guy's sick. And I get teased about that
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I'm always the guy that's like, we can use that vocal.
Yeah. I always tease Carl.
that one.
We can
No,
use
like
that.
somebody's singing at a restaurant. Carl's like, let's go up to him
Let's
after
go.
this.
We can go get we can use
Collab,
the-
bro.
I believe in people.
my spatchcock. Okay. Leave me alone.
And I said to Ost, he's sick. We should work with him. And then he actually DM'd us. So nice to meet you guys. Loved your sets. Immediately we said, bro, this is amazing that you reached out because we loved your vibes.
Yeah.
Let's make a track together.
So cool.
Sends him the song. What was the original title of it?
Sleepless.
Sleepless. It was called
Okay.
Sleepless. Sent it to him. He nailed it. And we were like, this is our summer anthem. And that's why we held back on it.
Yeah.
We didn't want to release it in...
Because you and I have been talking about
For
this
long.
song specifically for like
For
6
long.
months. Yeah.
We kept it and we were like, let's release this for South African summer. And then, of course, we've got big plans. It's such a good vocal
Yeah.
to do an international remix pack next year for their summer.
Prolong the track.
Yeah.
You guys are so clever.
Longevity.
Give it
So,
good legs.
so like if you need a PA, like just call me. I can send emails. You must see me send an email. It's unbelievable.
Can you pour the coldest draft, though?
Yes. Yes. Very good at pouring cold drafts. Should we go for a beer?
We should go for
I think we should.
We should
go
go
I'm
for
in.
it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
What
December.
would Matt Davies do?
He would have a beer right now.
Say,
Literally.
Yeah.
you got me living it up.
Yes. Guys, thanks so much for coming on the story behind.
Sorry.
Yeah, congrats on the track. Long may it last on the top 40 on 5.
Thank you, bro.
We still have a
A
couple
mandala to the top 40, man.
mandala. We do it for the mummies. So I'm excited about that. Thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate you.
Big love, bro.
Thank you, man.
Let's go for a beer.
Got me living it up when it all falls